Kidoki. Yo, what's up? This is Germs from JERMZ Boxing, aka Germsterdamus, the boxing prophet. Bear with me just for a little bit. I'm a little hungover. I had some Henny with my honey last night, so yeah. Anyways, I want to talk about two fights, actually three. Actually three big fights coming up right now. First fight I want to, well, actually no, I'll wait for that one for the end. Mosley versus Canelo Alvarez, Froch versus Bute, and then Mayweather Cotto. Okay, so here we go. All right, when I first heard that Mosley was gonna face Canelo Alvarez, I was like, okay, Mosley can pick him apart. Mosley can probably land a good little right hand there, here and there, and probably upset him. But then I was thinking, man, that's what I thought about when he fought Pacquiao and Mayweather. You know, for some reason, the older Mosley gets, the more he holds a lot. He gets very, he freezes under pressure. Basically, the Pacquiao fight should have been already knockout in the third round. Should have been a KO3, because Pacquiao pretty much punched his spirit out of his body, and you know, and Mosley just wasn't a fighter. He was just surviving the whole round. When he nearly decapitated Mayweather came back, started belting him, clowning him, and you know, easy toying with Mosley. That proved to me, that showed me a lot about Floyd Mayweather, and I'm somewhat of a Pac-tard or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, by the way, Pacquiao is, you know, he's facing some prison time because supposedly some tax something, you know what I mean? Like, I can't take off the top of my. So basically, he's running from taxes. He's been, you know, lying, you know, about his money or whatever. And if all his money's over there in the Philippines, then damn, too bad for him, you know, him and. Who would have thought that if it does go through, him and Mayweather would be, instead of like facing each other, they'd be facing jail in the same year. That ain't a coincidence. But anyways, talk about Mosley and Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, you know, like I said in the story before, when I first saw him, he was fighting in a card where there was a Irish or a Scottish guy in the card. And the whole time, you know, I thought the guy that was brunette hair was the Mexican guy, and the guy that had the red hair was the Irish guy, you know. And then I started hearing him talk. Sí, aquí con la gente aquí, a todos mis paisanos allí en Guadalajara. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, damn, man, that guy's Mexican. I mean, not just Mexican like me, man. I'm Mexican from here. He's like Mexican, like straight up. Straight raised around chickens and riding donkey Mexicans, you know, that's that down in the down south, you know, you know what I'm saying. So they call him Canelo, you know, cinnamon, as actually there was like a term of an insult, you know. It was like, hey, you little Canelito, you know what I mean? Like they were just trying to make fun of him, you know. And actually Canelo would be like, all right, call me little cinnamon, I got a little sweet taste in your mouth, you know. He would basically bully the bullies. And at the end of the day, he owned that nickname. You know, not a lot of people can rock a nickname, but not many people can own a nickname or a style of clothing or whatever. You know what I'm talking. I'm not gonna go further away. But anyways, I started thinking that, you know, Mosley has what it takes. Well, maybe back then, to beat someone like Canelo. And Canelo's been drinking out of the freaking power fountain or something, because he's been getting stronger and stronger and stronger as the fights go on. And so instead of an upset this time, you know, I predicted the first time with Pacquiao and Mosley, I predicted an upset, and then I changed my prediction around like months before the actual fight. But I did predict I did think that he was going to give Mayweather some trouble. And when round 2 came around, I was like, damn, you see, yeah, I told you, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I was being a Floyd hater at the time, you know, I wasn't being a student, I was being a fan, you know. But after he came back from those right hands, you know, it was like, it was trippy. It was trippy seeing, I mean, I could never really see myself really giving him that kind of credit. You know, that's championship shit right there. So, anyways, Mosley tends to go the distance all the time. Now, the last time with Margarito, I mean, obviously we know it was the raps. You know, Margarito, that was his first fight. Actually, Margarito fighting, you know, without the actual plaster. If he were to be using them in the other fights or whatever, the Lujan era was a little suspicious. But I think Mosley just had a really good night there, and I think, you know, Margarito got caught. I think he was distracted at that time. So what we saw with Mosley right there, I thought was kind of like his old self again. You know, he fought Mayorga. He made Mayorga seem a little fightable, you know, as if Mayorga still like can compete in the top 10. I mean, it was a good little scuffle, but that indicated, I mean, that was an indication right there that he was slowing down. If he was actually the same speed as Mayorga, then yeah, you're slowing down mostly, sugar. You know what I mean? You're a little more on the diabetic side now. But anyways, nothing sweet here. There's gonna be sweet and cinnamon sweet, but nothing's gonna be sweet here. It's gonna be punches and pain, leather, bumps, welts, belts, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think Canelo's gonna beat the shit out of Mosley. Okay, you know, this is actually gonna be the you know, the fight that everybody's gonna actually accept. You know, Canelo. I think that's gonna happen. You know, you know, okay, I'm being a student here because the fan side of me is saying, yeah, but Mosley. You see, okay, this is the only reason why I think that Mosley has a big chance here, because Canelo has a tendency to tire late. He has a tendency to tire late, like in rounds 11 and 10, you know, 12. And I mean, he's been knocking everybody out. I mean, he doesn't let you get, he doesn't give you the chance to see him go the distance, because he's been knocking everybody. He's been spanking them around. What was it, Manfredo? No, that was whatever. You know what I'm saying? But damn, Canelo. I just thought about something right now. I think Mosley might, if Canelo doesn't take him out early, then I think Mosley can hurt him late. But, you know, they're still going to give it to Canelo. But I think Mosley can hurt him late, maybe in the last round. Mosley has knockouts in the last round, you know, in the last second. You know, some Julio Cesar Chavez shit right there. The last second when he just, you know, I mean, it wasn't like it was like behind on the scorecards or anything, but you know, but it was like on the bell, left hook, one punch, knockout of the year, somewhat. You know, it kind of looked cool. You know, it was pretty cool, good. But I think Mosley is not really gonna. I don't think he's gonna pull the trigger. I mean, I think his age is gonna show this time, and for a reason they put him up against Canelo. You know, for a reason. They're not just gonna give him Canelo if they thought that Canelo was gonna lose. You know what I mean? He's like a new Chavez Jr. or something. You know, unless they face each other. But I mean, Chavez Jr. has been stepping it up a little bit, but you know, who knows? You know, maybe he's been drinking the same water that Pacquiao's been drinking. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing, but you know, whatever. Anyways, I think we're in here for Canelo's gonna kick the shit out of Mosley. So he's got a stiff jab. You know, Mosley will break down. I think Mosley, that's the thing. Mosley won't go to a plan B. He's gonna start hugging. You know, because the guy's really young. He's like what, 22, 23. You know, he's strong. He's a big Mexican. You know, big junior middleweight, a natural junior middleweight, and it's a lot of weight for Mosley. I never thought about that, but Mosley is actually going to be tiny in this fight. He's gonna get his ass kicked. Anyways, I think of Amir Khan, Paulie Malignaggi. Okay. Anyways, on to the next fight. The Canadian versus the Englishman. Wait, my bad, not Canadian. The Romanian, Bute. Lucien Bute. Lucien Bute, okay. Lucien Bute, what a lot of people would like to tell you is that Froch is going to crowd him in, cage him in, and get him late, you know, like Andrade did. You know, everybody always points to the Andrade fight when they're talking about Bute, when they're talking about hating on him. They always point to the Andrade fight because, you know, he ran out of gas. Yeah, that happened. You know, Andrade is a different animal in its own. His chin is historical. Okay, so you can't put his will and his heart on anybody else. Okay, so that whole, you know, wearing you down shit, forget it. That's not gonna work with Bute. You know, Bute's his structure, his body structure is that of a light heavyweight when he gets into the ring. You know what I'm saying? And man, what I love about his style is, you know, when he's with his hands down, he invites people to pounce in and invites people to jump in. And what he does, he likes to counter and do a left uppercut to the stomach or to the chin, a la Zab Judah. He's a counter left uppercutter. And Froch, what Froch has to do is use his feet, you know, because Bute is not gonna move. He's gonna stay right there. He's just gonna be like moving his head. He's gonna stand right there in position. He's gonna kind of like stalk. He's gonna stalk Froch. He's gonna stalk Froch. What Froch has to do is move his head and use that 1-2 a lot, because and discourage Bute from throwing to the body. So he's gotta go dig into his intestines and try to take out some pozole, try to take out some menudo, try to take out his dinner from 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So he's gotta go against. He's gotta be cagey as shit. If you see, the problem that I have with Froch is that Froch, when he gets in the groove, because he's a natural fighter, when he gets in the groove, he squares up a lot. He squares up a lot. That's what beat him in those fights, you know, with Kessler and Ward. You know, he squares up a lot, and the straight shots is what coming in. The thing about the uppercut, it's not that it's a straight. The uppercut that comes in is through the middle. So if Carl Froch is squared up, he's gonna catch a big left uppercut to the stomach. I guarantee you that. You know, he's gonna hit him over and over again. And since he crouches naturally, he's gonna eventually get that chin. And I feel like Bute has what it takes stylistically. Froch puts himself in the way of a left uppercut knockout. And I think right now maybe it's the liquor talking, but. I think that Bute can knock out Froch. I think he will. Styles make fights, and in this style, you know, one crouches close to the ground and tries to move his head, and Bute is gonna start, you know, digging to the body, and eventually he's gonna catch that chin, because Froch, when he gets into the groove, like I said, when he gets wet, when he starts getting sweaty, he starts squaring up a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, he starts squaring up a lot, but he's got a good heart. So let's hope that, you know, the Romanian Lucian Bute, you know, let's just hope that he does run out of gas if you're in Froch's corner, because that's what you're gonna need to win. Because if anything, the styles indicate knockout via left uppercut in the favor of Bute. I would say round 10. Okay, round 10. When Froch starts squaring up a little bit, he starts squaring up like around 8, 9, maybe, you know what I mean, like around late rounds, you know. First he gets a little, you know, he tries to be all cool, he tries to be all Sergio Martinez, you know, but after a few, you know, that shit doesn't work after a few rounds. But anyways, up to the next fight, Mayweather versus Cotto. Now, a lot of people think this is going to be a mismatch. A lot of people are giving Cotto the benefit of the doubt, since he did reverse the plaster annihilation by a Margarito, but that doesn't count out Pacquiao. But then again, it is Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? So anyone would get murdered like that, especially if you want to fight him. And don't get me, and remember, Cotto did good with his jab for like the first 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So anyways, Cotto. You see, I like this fight probably 2 years ago, because Cotto has a chance. He has a chance to actually handcuff Mayweather because of his style. I mean, he has a chance, but I think Mayweather's going to be watching a lot of his films, and I think he's going to want to keep it inside in the middle of the ring. Mayweather's been doing that lately. And actually, he hasn't, because with Victor Ortiz, he did go to the ropes. You see, that's the problem. if Mayweather, he likes to do the turtle right against the ring, you know, kind of like a rope-a-dope turtle shell, you know. So when he gets up to the ropes, Mayweather likes to just rope-a-dope right there and try to make the other person just work. But the thing is, that's where Miguel Cotto works the best. If he puts Mayweather against the rope and he starts doing the old school left hook, boom boom, the old school left hook to the body, and then up to 1-2 to the dome piece, Cotto has he has a big chance. But this is the thing, in the lately, for some reason, Cotto hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been focusing a lot on his body hooks. I don't know why. I don't know why he has, you know, he's a natural left-handed who stands in the right-handed position, which means his left hand is going to be the lead strong, you know, the knockout punch. So he used to use that to dig into your ribs and annihilated a lot of his early opponents. He threw that out of the window, and I bet you if he would have used that against Pacquiao, he would have had a less embarrassing knockout, you know. But Cotto has been forgetting the body shots, and he will forget about the body shots here because Mayweather is he's a boxer at his finest. Finesse. I mean, talk about. They called me a Pac-Tar before, but I'll tell you straight up. I know Mayweather. I've been saying this for years. Mayweather could beat Pacquiao. I always knew that. But the only person I think that can beat Mayweather is someone with the style of Sergio Martinez. You know what I'm saying? Someone with that style, someone with that pop, with that awkwardness, that timing, that athleticism. Someone like him can beat Mayweather. But you know, as of now, I don't see no one beating him anytime soon. Beating Cotto. I mean, before I used to say, Mayweather, I used to hate on Mayweather. I mean, you guys know I used to. Actually, I'm considering putting him down with the all-time greats now. Before I didn't, but I'm being a man about it. I always speak the truth. But as much as it hurts for me to say it, the Mexican pride in me, it's the truth, it's the truth. He's gonna go down, he's gonna annihilate. I think he's gonna. Okay, this is what he's gonna have to keep Cotto in the middle of the ring. Okay, he's gonna keep Cotto in the middle of the ring. Those straight rights, those lead rights are gonna be. They're gonna bug Cotto. They're gonna be like mosquitoes, dude. They're gonna really like bug the shit out of him. And I don't think. I see Cotto get dropped by a left hook. I see Mayweather finishing it, but he's not that much of. Cotto is he's a good fighter too. So you're actually gonna see a pretty interesting fight because Cotto's gonna press Mayweather, but in the late rounds Mayweather's gonna pick Cotto apart. And actually, I feel like Mayweather's gonna drop Cotto with a straight right. Actually a straight right or a right left hook or a left hook right cross. It has to be with a cross and a left hook combination. That's what he's been doing lately, especially the sucker punch that was legal. It's cool. But anyways, yeah, I feel like he's gonna drop him and he's gonna go to the cards. But it's gonna be actually interesting. But Mayweather's gonna be picking him apart after round 5. After round 5, Mayweather's gonna be picking him apart. Oh, Cotto's gonna win the first round. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna show everybody's gonna think that he's gonna win. The first round is gonna be cake for Cotto. But then in round 2, Mayweather's gonna show why he's pound for pound #1, and he's gonna rock his world. So Boricua, mucho amor. So, but Mayweather's gonna take it. So anyways, this is JERMZ Boxing. My bad, I lagged it on this one, so I gotta go. All right, subscribe. Peace.